Where there's a will, there's a way. That has always been my life motto. When I was 18 months old, I suffered a stroke which caused me to have a learning disability and short-term memory loss. Reading has always been a struggle for me, so I have had to fight against all the odds to make it where I am now today. My family has been there for me through all my hardships. They support me in everything I do. My mom has always been my number one supporter. She instilled in me the idea that I could succeed no matter what. She taught me to work hard and soon I would understand. She stood by my side for the 7 long years it took me to learn how to read. Dr. Dog was the first book I truly enjoyed. My mom would read it to me every night. This book helped spark my interest in reading. My 2nd and 3rd grade teachers, Mrs. Phillips and Mrs. Huther, were the first people at school to try and teach me how to read. They worked long hours trying to teach me, but nothing worked. The Cat in the Hat was one of my favorite books I used when learning to read. I loved listening to Mrs. Phillips read to me about Thing 1 and Thing 2. In 5th grade, I met the man who changed my life. Mr. Elliott was my reading instructor who eventually became my hero. He believed in me and used methods and strategies that I finally understood. And finally, I could read. Where the Wild Things Are was the first book I ever read completely by myself. I loved being in the world of Max, where my struggles in reading could disappear. Books like this help reading become enjoyable instead of a boring school task. Brantley started to tutor me in 6th grade to help me keep up in reading and math. She stayed by my side until I graduated high school. She enriched my educational experience and helped me pass high school so I could graduate, a dream that always seemed unreal. I have 3 beautiful sisters that I could not survive without. They have always made impossible goals possible. The 3 of them were vital in getting my driver's license, a 3-year struggle. Seeing that reading was always an issue for me, the driver's test was no different. Reading the manual became a huge challenge in my life, and I thought I would never drive. After 3 long years, my family pushed me to pass that test. There have been many people who never thought I would read, let alone go to college. There have been guidance counselors who tried to discourage me from getting my diploma. But for every person who didn't believe in me, I have a story to tell you different. I am here and I made it. Where there's a will, there's a way.